Oi, oi! Johnson's Tyre Exhaust Centre. It's the place to go for tyres and exhausts. You'll find us on 26 Progression Road, Leigh-on-sea. See you there, boys.
Hello everybody, this is Steve Hayden-Taylor, SHT Reviews, back with another review. I've managed to pick myself up something really quite interesting, something I really want to show you, see how it goes down. You may have seen it, you may not have done. Now, as with a lot of the things that I've bought or I buy and review, I've actually gone to Tesco. As you can see, there's the packaging there. Just gone for a standard packaging with this one. It's the cheapest sort of packaging, I'll be honest with you. But as I say, it is always branded with Tesco. Okay, so I've unwrapped it. It's basically, as I say, it's a standard packaging with the old Tesco branding on there, which is quite nice. With their packaging, they've kept it this way for a little while. Got an interesting little bird on there, some sort of like plant life, I think. I'll just do a little walk around of this. You can see it. Nice clean graphics. Bit concerned about the sort of scale issues they got going on here. Clearly that's a house. If that's a house and a person's like that big, don't really understand what's going on with this bird. Perhaps it's a house for like an insect or something. 1 second. Oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Right, move that to one side. Here it is. Okay, like I say, I'm sure some of you have heard of this tool. Some of you may even have been lucky enough to use it. They're not that common, but I tell you what, it is an absolute revelation. As far as I'm concerned, this sort of thing can change your life. I've got a mate who lives down the road. His name's Colin. And he got some of these, well, I don't know when he got them. He had them when I went round his house, and I asked him what they were. He explained, and so I, well, not straight away, but a couple of days later, got myself down to Tesco and got myself some. I've gone for the budget type because I thought it'd be a good one to sort of to review. All right, as you can see, just going down here, it says Tesco Basics. All right, so Tesco Basics is sort of their non-premium range, so the ones that are not quite so expensive as the other ones. Okay, so coming up the top there, you can see there's no sort of there's no graphics or sort of illustrations on here. It's sort of as is. You can see the name of it up the top there. Okay, so these are Skizzles. Okay, Skizzles, and Skizzles basically, as you'll see when I unbox it, are things that can be used to make one thing into two, or at least one thing into different bits of the same thing, which you'll see in a second. Just do a little walk around of the packaging before I open her up. Like I say, it is fairly basic. There is not much going on here. Okay, you've got a barcode on the back, all right, which a lady scanned for me in Tesco. And you can see it says there, basic Skizzles. Little picture of a man throwing something in a bin. It's always on things. I do not know why, but it does tend to be on things. There's information on there mainly about sort of Tesco promises, like about their brand quality and so on and so forth. And it says up here, Skizzles. Now you'll note there's a warning on here. It says warning, keep out of reach of young children. This product contains a functional sharp point. Okay, a functional sharp point. Now that is something that you should be aware of. All right, this is entirely an adult item. It's not something that should be used by the old kiddie winkies. All right, so kids should not get hold of these because they can be, as I discovered around my mate Colin's house, fairly dangerous. I did graze myself a little bit. It was just a little nick on my hand. But it was a little bit painful because it does have certain areas to it which can cause basically damage, I suppose, damage to your skin. All right. So just before I open it, a little walk around at the front. Okay, they're doing this sort of. I've got a lot of products like this recently, where they've got this sort of weird sort of bubble thing on there. All right. I suppose what it does is it holds it in place on the cardboard packaging, while at the same time sort of stopping it falling off. So I hold that like that, give it a shake, it ain't going nowhere. All right, so I guess it makes sense. It's transparent, so you can see what's inside. You can see the skizzers in all their glory. Okay, you can see I've gone for the ones with the black handles. Yeah, nice. It looks like I had a good old peer through there, and it looks like sort of matte black handles, which I quite like. Because I got my Vauxhall Vectra, my car, got my Vauxhall Vectra. That is actually a matte black car. I had a sticker put all the way over it to make it a matte black. For those of you who don't know, matte black means it ain't shiny. All right, it looks shiny because it's in the old packaging there. See, and obviously the bubble on the top has got a bit of a gloss on it, yeah, a little bit of a gloss. But underneath, I think, from what I can tell, it is going to be matte black, so it's going to match my car really nicely. Okay, so as with a lot of the T-Sco bubble packaging, it does come off really easily, which is nice. Okay, let's move that to one side for a second. So the packaging here, okay, now this, I've just noticed, if you look at it from that angle, a bit of a dodgy shape. Yeah, we won't go into detail on that one. Anyway, putting this back here, I will keep the packaging as I always do. My garage, bloody full of packaging is, but that is the way to keep value. Okay, move that over there. Don't know if you can see this, by the way, just a little bit of personal interest, because I know a lot of you have come to know me sort of an online friend. But you can see on my fingers here, can you see that? Got little white specks. Okay, I'll explain what it is. The missus, she's had me bloody painting the house, hasn't she? Well, not the whole house, but like inside in our sitting room. Yeah. So in our sitting room, she's got me changing it from like a pale pink to a white. Okay. She said it was a little bit dark in there. Now I didn't see that myself because at the end of the day, it was a pale pink. But anyway, she wanted it lighter. So what we've done is we've whacked a few coats on. I say me, old Muggins here. I've whacked a few coats of white paint on there. And because anyone who has ever done painting before over a colour, it don't take the colour away entirely. So we've now got a very, very pale pink. But I have to say it does look quite pleasant. So you can see here, what you've got is you've got a handle. Okay. I've noticed as I've opened it, it ain't bloody matte, is it? It's not a matte black. It's quite a shiny black. Not to worry, you know, it still kind of matches colour-wise. Oh, excuse me. Colour-wise, at least, my Vauxhall Vectra. So picking them up, again being careful, because the warning on the packaging, they ain't lying. Okay, that is a little bit painful. All right, you've got to be careful. Okay, so don't go throwing these around the house. Okay, and I certainly wouldn't recommend, even though I never even think of doing it, running with them. Yeah, do not run with them. Okay, do not run with skizzles. I think that they are probably, I don't know because it doesn't say on there. Let me have a little look. I think they're not made in this country. Okay, here we go. What does that say there? Stainless steel. Okay, I don't really know what that means. Anyway, I'm going to show you what these do. Now, to the uninitiated, those people out there that have never seen skizzles before, this part here, that is a part that you put part of your hand through, all right? And that part there, the circular bit, you put another part of your hand through. I'll show you how it works, all right? There we go, like that. So what you do is you pop a few of your little, your pinkies through there. Your big finger or thumb, whatever you want to call it, goes through there. Okay, and then what you can do, if I just get this like this, is if you do this sort of hand motion like that, all right, looks a bit strange. I'll tell you what, that looks like a crocodile, doesn't it? Whee, crocodile. Okay, so it looks a bit like a crocodile, but it ain't. Obviously, it's a tool, skizzles. And what we can do with this is use this part here. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, well, that's closing. It'll seem more like a crocodile when you get it closer. You can use that to basically break one thing into two. Okay, so I'm going to show you very basically how this works. I need to put this down because I bloody forgot to get my materials. All right, back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I've got my materials. I wasn't very professional there. I do apologise. I need to be a little bit more Blue Peter in getting my stuff ready. But anyway. What I've got here is a piece of paper. I have pre-prepared an image on here, which, as you can see, is a sad face. Yeah, it's sort of based on the little pictures you get on the text messages. That's a tear there, and you can see Whoa, he doesn't look very happy, does he? And I'll tell you why. Because what we're going to do is use those skizzles to basically make him into 2 bits. All right. So just going to get the skizzers here. Remember, I'm unfortunately got to hold my camera. Okay, this is not going to be easy. I'm going to have to rethink this a little bit. Hang on a sec. Right, I'm going to use my elbow. Right, I must get a decent setup, I tell you. I must get a decent setup. All right, I'm going to come in here. Oh, there we go. Right, watch this. This is what I said. Oh, dear. You poor soul. You poor soul. Whoop. Pinged away. Right. And that is essentially what they do. Look at that. Okay, now if you were to tear this, I'll show you. And this is why it's so sad. I'm going to put my elbow down there. Okay, hang on. Wait. Now look at the... Oh, poor guy. He's got his eye torn in half. It's like a horror film, isn't it? If you look, I'll focus on that. All right? If you look at the edge on that, it's rough. Yeah, it ain't neat. And also, if I wanted it in a fairly straight line... I haven't done it, have I? I've basically just torn sort of this jaggedy line here. All right. Whereas with the line from the skizzles, you can see it's pretty sharp. It's fairly sharp. Now, I could have done it sharper if I weren't filming. Yeah, unfortunately I was. Or fortunately, because I do love my job. Okay, so that is the main function of the skizzles. All right, so just coming back to them for a second. All right, let's just have a quick, as we round this video up, let's just have a little look at the majesty of these things. I'll tell you what, the manufacturing quality is top notch. Now, they were only £1.99. All right, so they weren't expensive. I say I'd never heard of these things. Yeah, I've been tearing paper all my life. Okay, but look at this. I don't know if you can hear that on that microphone. That is Chinese manufacturing at its very best. All right, I did do a quick test of the durability of these, okay, while I was getting that paper. Basically by doing this. Now, what I'm probably going to do, because I might do a chapter 2 of this in the future, is I might spend a good few hours doing it. One, because I want to test the durability of it. Two, because I actually quite like the sound of it. Do you think, does anyone here, if you do, please message me, think this sounds like a bird? An agitated bird, but a bird nonetheless. Anyway, I'm going to round this video up now. These are your skizzles. If you want them, follow the link in the description below. I cannot vouch highly for them. No, hang on. I cannot vouch highly enough for them because they are absolutely brilliant. All right, this has been Steve Hayden Taylor once again with SHT Reviews. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye.